Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, so today we'll continue the next explanation for chapter 8, and we'll go to the second example. Kita ke contoh yang kedua. And of course the first example is about a simple ball game with simple clauses. Nah, for the second example, ini dari contoh yang kedua, sekilas kita lihat dia lebih kompleks. Terlihat klausanya mungkin akan lebih panjang. That's why in this example, the author did not put it into clauses. Tidak diletakkan dalam klausa-klausa, tapi Anda yang diminta menganalisa tersendiri. And if you want to interpret the context, remember we can refer to these questions. Okay, sekarang kita lihat ke teksnya dulu. So text 2, the title is Rugby Notes. So it's about a match, rugby school match. So this text is written by the captain and the vice captain. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. And each paragraph contains of at least 2 lines. So, of course, this paragraph seems to be more complicated than the previous text. Okay, and as the previous one, first we will investigate the field. We'll focus on the processes, participants, and circumstances in this text. Okay, this text is not so not so clear, so let's go back to the previous one. Okay, now let's see the processes. As we can see, first one is was, relational process, and then we have as the place, material process, and then we have was again, and then play, and then losing, this is non-finite, and was again. Okay, and then we have proved, and so on. So we have a relational process and also material process, and we also have some words here, verbal group, which includes in mental process. So there are 3 kinds of processes. And then in participants, we have the team, the margin, the next game. So those are the participants related to the team and the game. And in the last, we have their, existential, and it is passive, so agent, usually agentless. And then what about the circumstance? We have the circumstance first up. Nah, ini ada keterangan tepat first up, keterangan waktu, So after that, next, and so on. Nah, itu semuanya adalah keterangan waktu. Those are the first when we discuss about field. Jadi ketika membahas field, kita melihat participant, process, and circumstance. And then next, when we discuss about tenor, of course, we're looking at the moods and appraisals. So when we look at the mood, okay, we'll go back to this one. Okay, so we'll see the person selections, and also when we look at the mood choice, we'll see that all clauses are in declarative mood. So we cannot find imperative moods or interrogative moods. Of course, there is no question mark, or also for imperative clause mark. And then exactly, the moods are all declarative to give information. And the person selection, so we have the word the team, and then we have our, okay, us. So those are related to the third persons, and also the first person but in plural. And then when we talk about appraisal, we can see that there are some judgments, social judgments, that discuss about tenacity, and then capacity, and then normality. And when we look at the word dominate, okay, dominate discuss about tenacity, about the how they dominate, how they power. And then when we talk about this quick, clean, they are all about capacity. And then when we talk about unfortunately, so they are all normality. Okay, and then we also have this wet condition and dry conditions. So they refer to dry conditions refers to bad, good luck, and wet condition refers to bad luck. Okay, those are all about appraisal. Okay, now let's go to the next one, mode. We'll look at themes, cohesion, and other patterns. Okay, let's look back into this paragraph. So when we look at all the clauses in this text, kita bisa melihat di sana bentuk theme-nya apa. The theme, not the theme ya, the theme. Like the first one, ini theme-nya adalah the theme. So this is unmarked topical theme because declarative mood is started with the carrier or the actor or the censor and so on. And then we have this one, although losing, it can be called as a marked theme. Why? It can be because the focus is on the result for the first match. Okay, and then also we can find in the personal theme, like look at this, okay, close to the back. Yeah, unfortunately. So we know unfortunately is part of comment adjunct. So if the clause is started with comment adjunct, it can be called as in the personal theme. Okay, so those are all about the themes. We have unmarked and marked themes. And for the cohesion, we'll find that in this text there is lexical set, so some words related to the match, the rugby matches, and also the match with other groups. So like so there are some names like this one, we have merchants and cupboards and Scombe grammar and so on, and those are all related to the cohesions. Okay, so after discussing the field and then tenor and mode, we come to the summary. And remember, we'll look at the field of discourse, which are divided into 3, and then tenor, and then mode. So it's similar as the previous discussions. Okay, in the field of discourse, we'll connect the experiential meanings, the lexical grammar, with field of discourse or the context description. In the experiential meaning, di experiential meaningnya tadi kita sudah mengetahui bahwa macam-macam proses yang ada dalam teks tadi, ada yang relational attributive, ada yang relational identifying, ada juga material. Okay, material processes. Play, dominate, run in, cost, compete, and so on. Kemudian participants-nya di sini the forward pack. Nah, ini jadi tim depan, the team, poor goal kicking, and numerous drop balls, and so on. Jadi ada embedded clause juga di bagian paragraf terakhir. Dan juga ada nominalizations. Jadi ada verbal group yang dijadikan nominal group ya. Okay. Kemudian circumstance, ada first up, against, and covers in the remaining few minutes, and so on. Okay. So in terms of time and modality, di sini dari awal sampai sebelum paragraf terakhir itu menggunakan bentuk past tense. Hanya di paragraf yang terakhir saja menggunakan bentuk simple present tense. Okay. Kemudian dari situ kita bisa menyimpulkan bahwa experiential domain-nya teks ini aktivitasnya adalah school rugby matches. Jadi pertandingan-pertandingan rugby sekolah melawan tim lain. Short term goal, tujuan utama atau tujuan secara langsung dari penulisan teks ini adalah recount of seasons games, minimizing losses and maximizing victories. Jadi untuk menceritakan recount teks, menceritakan permainan rugby tadi selama satu musim dengan ingin menunjukkan bahwa ingin diminimalisirkan kekalahannya dan dimaksimalkan kemenangannya. Kemudian tujuan secara tidak langsung, tujuan secara lebih luas yaitu untuk maintenance of team spirit and cooperative activity. Ya, jadi menjaga semangat dan kerjasama tim. Oke, kemudian summary for tenor of discourse. Di sini lexicogrammatical analisisnya pada interpersonal meaning. Tadi sudah kita jelaskan bahwa mood selectionnya itu all of them are declarative moods. Kemudian untuk person selection ada penggunaan kata we, us, our. Yang di sini dikatakan this seems exclusive, ya, fokus pada pemain. Oke. Kemudian phrasal motif tadi saya sampaikan bahwa ada judgment of social esteem. Kemudian di bagian akhir itu ada the last paragraph itu di sana lebih pada social sense of team spirit to create solidarity. Jadi memberikan semangat ya. Kemudian untuk di bagian contextual descriptions di sini kita lihat adjektifnya antara siapa dengan siapa teks ini dibuat ya. Jadi kita lihat di atas itu adalah teks yang ditulis oleh si captain atau coach dari sebuah tim untuk anggotanya. Statusnya bagaimana? Karena sama-sama dalam suatu pertandingan, maka kita sebut equal, setara. Social distance, nah yang namanya tim atau member dengan captain itu biasanya mereka akan sering bertemu dan sering berlatih, maka social distance-nya kita sebut minimal. Oke, kemudian in mode of discourse di sini yang bagian terakhir dari lexicogrammatical analysis, textual meaningnya terkait dengan thematic choices. Di sini ada unmarked topical themes seperti the theme, the games, the opponents. Kemudian ada yang marked themes terkait dengan time and opponents. Ada lagi klausa yang menjadi theme. Tadi although losing the margin was small, nah, itu juga dianggap theme-nya berupa klausa. Juga di paragraf terakhir theme-nya berupa klausa karena masih menyambung dengan klausa setelahnya. Kemudian terkait dengan cohesions, di sini ada lexical sense dan references to school and rugby. Jadi banyak kata yang terkait dengan permainan rugby. Tied but with new lexical items in the final paragraph. Baru di paragraf terakhir ada istilah baru. Terkait dengan structural patterns, rumus dari teks ini tadi sudah dikatakan bahwa tujuannya recount dan memang teks ini fit with recount until last paragraphs. Jadi sampai ke sebelum paragraf terakhir itu sesuai dengan recount. Hanya di paragraf terakhir saja kemudian dikaitkan recount itu dengan pemberian motivasi. Oke, dari situ kemudian kita hubungkan dengan mode of discourse. Pertama, rule of language. seperti saya sampaikan ada dua macam, ancillary dan constitutive. Kalau yang teks selalu itu ada ancillary karena dalam teksnya itu ada penjelasan tambahan yang biasanya ditulis dalam tanda kurung. Kalau di sini tidak ada, jadi teks itu ya hanya itu saja, tidak ada keterangan tambahannya. Maka disebut sebagai teks constitutive. Kemudian type of interactions, monolog ya, jadi tidak ada percakapan. So not dialogue but monolog. Mediumnya ini written. Oke, surat terbuka, tertulis. And then channelnya adalah graphic alias bentuknya tulis, bukan phonik, bukan visual. Rhetorical thrust dikaitkan dengan structural patterns. Ini adalah recount text. Kemudian bagian akhirnya ada inspirational. Seperti kita lihat di dalam commentary di sini, the rhetorical mood changes in the last paragraph from a simple recount to something more inspirational. The cohesion analysis also showed that this paragraph differed from the rest of the text. Jadi paragraf yang terakhir itu berbeda sendiri karena yang awal sampai sebelum terakhir semuanya itu bercerita, tapi di bagian akhir cerita tadi kemudian semacam disimpulkan dan dikaitkan dengan pemberian motivasi. Okay, and this is my last slide. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.